Another night, another long walk. Despite the blisters, you have started to feel truly optimistic. You've got a lot going for you these days. True, you're still technically a castaway on a hostile alien planet with absolutely no hope of rescue, but if you're being completely honest, Earth was pretty shitty too. Oh sure, 98% of everyone here is a psychopath who would rip your face off as soon as look at you, but it's the other 2% that are really gonna make it all worth it. And maybe you're pushing your luck at this point. A reasonable person would just hit up one of their many new friends and find a place to crash, but the night is young, so to speak, and you have a good feeling about this particular desolate stretch of road. You're just wondering where you should hide out for the day when a long car pulls up next to you on the street. You hunch your shoulders and keep walking, hoping they're just here for the scenery. But you are literally the scenery here. So when the back door opens and two trolls lumber toward you, you can't say you're surprised. You are a little surprised when they each grab hold of one of your arms and drag you into the car. Up until now, you found trolls to be surprisingly chatty. You aren't expecting the assault and ask questions later approach. The car takes off before you have time to catch your breath. You will never catch that breath. It's blocks behind you now. It's loose. And here you are, without your breath, face to face with a troll who's leaning back on his bench seat. Just straight chillin'. The dome light glints off his blue eyes and what someone less hip than you might describe as way too many piercings. He has them in his ears, nose, and eyebrow. He even has a couple in his horn. His hair is shaved in a daring undercut and his teeth are sharp. Hey yourself, asshole. Oh, damn. Some of your newfound self-confidence just bubbled out of you like spit up from an infant. This is gonna go bad fast. But instead of immediately murdering you, he looks you up and down, checking you out in all your ragged glory. He smiles, slow and lazy. It does things to your guts. Friendship things. His smile stretches water, going slightly lopsided from his piercing. He looks like he likes what he sees, even if what he sees is you being a rude bitch. Fair. I did just get my boys to drag you off the street. I get how that equals a little not chill. Sorry about all that. I'm Mallek. Mallek doesn't look too sorry, but distracted by one of his boys, who is looking at you through a familiar pair of eyes hidden beneath a fall of dark veins. Hey, I was wondering who remembered me. Remember? You doubt you'll ever forget, even with extensive therapy. Aww. Yeah, sorry about all the cloak and laser bullshit. Just couldn't let anybody else get their fronds on you first. You know. Wow, he was looking for you? Like, specifically? Oh, for sure, dude. I've been following you. Really? You feel like you would have noticed someone like him. He doesn't exactly blend in. Mallek holds up his palm husk with the Chitter app open. You recognize your own profile. Your follower count has gone up significantly since the last time you checked. Right? So everyone equals going on about this new Chitter account, alien invasion of one. Figure it equals a publicity stunt or imperial propaganda. Uninteresting, not worth my time. But then I start thinking, what if it's not? If this genuinely equals an invasion, how the hell have they survived this long? The drones should have obliterated a cold-baked son of a bitch like you right away. Ah, that's literally what I said. They should have taken your hornless head off paragraphs ago. They haven't. Why? Equals what I keep asking myself. Then I figured out how you must be doing it. Without meaning to, you lean toward him. Have you finally found someone who understands and appreciates just how terrific you are at friendship maneuvers? Who really gets your area of study? You're a robot. Oh god damn it, not even close. But he's so obviously and avidly interested in you that... well, you tell a tiny little fib. I'm a robot. Hell yeah. Hey, that is kinda crazy. I didn't know you were a robot. Huh. Wild. Guess it makes sense though. You did have a sixth sense for meat and where to find it. Mallek looks intrigued. A meat tracker. That equals interesting. Sure. You hope he doesn't try to test that functionality. You doubt you have another meat miracle in you. But all he does is keep giving you piercing looks in between texting furiously. Then he snaps a photo of you. Oh no, he's not gonna post that in Chitter. Hashtag robot? You can't be a hashtag. Everyone will know you're lying and blow up your cover. Not to mention your mentions. Oh, don't worry about that. Social media gives me hives. I have a Gorgle alert set for certain combinations of words. After Zerba's place, you're kind of expecting another lavish place, but when you get out of the car, you see that Mallek isn't indigo, he's cerulean, like Elwood and Ramele, and that one girl who kept boys in cages. Also, you're starting to think that people's hives are more to do with taste than caste. Amicia had a homely little art studio, and Tagora had all those vases and shit. Before he leads you inside the apartment building, Mallek turns to Diamond and the other low blood and starts messing around in his palm husk again. Nice job, guys. I'm rerouting a Cynthian drone shipment as we speak. Try off and sending you those DVDs you wanted. They'll be at your hive when you arrive. The bronze blood ruffian bows to Mallek. He looks a little uncomfortable and pats him awkwardly on the arm. And Diamond, I'll send your shit to, that shrub you live in. Thanks, man. You know, my offer still stands. I got a couple extra coops if you get sick of living rough. Diamond shrugs. Aw, thanks, but I can't be tied down. Nice to see you again. You and Mallek ride the elevator all the way to the top of the hive stem, and he leads you into a surprisingly tasteful loft apartment. Come on, my shit equals upstairs. Isn't the whole apartment his shit? Yeah, technically. Let's go upstairs, though. He brings you up to a higher level that has a Cooper-coon shoved against one wall, and a couch shoved against another, but they're both afterthoughts to just an ungodly amount of computer shit. Right when you got here, you probably wouldn't have been able to tell that's what it was, but now you're used to Alternia's weird bug tech. Squishy and organic and almost certainly alive, at least in the way the plants are alive, though a couple wires in there are almost definitely slithering. Mallek sits down in front of one of his screens and wakes it with a single swipe of his claws. He gestures you lazily into one of several office chairs. He squeaks as you sit down and sinks a little under your weight. He proceeds to ignore you as he slides a little pair of thin-framed glasses onto his nose, typing a list of commands into a text box. Then he pushes himself across to another screen, with another flashing in one corner. You know what this is all adding up to. He is an IT guy. No, I prefer to be called... Oh. Shit. Huh? I have this joke I do where someone calls me a hacker and I say, I prefer the term information specialist, but now that equals ruined. Oh shit. Hacker was totally a nice guess. You can do it again. Ah, moment's gone. No worries. So he's a hacker? That's pretty cool and subversive. You wonder if he's part of Tisius' secret anti-government movement. You almost asked and stopped yourself at the last second. Whatever Tisius' anarchist leanings are, you aren't going to blab them to this rando Cerulean. As much as you love to meet new friends, you really aren't about to throw one under the scuttle buggy for no reason. Yeah, not a lot of blues get down on this sort of thing. Gold bloods are better with tech. They got that living battery noise. You know how it goes. All the gold bloods you met have been... Well, Astasha did have that scouter thing and Cuprum hacked the phone? Or something? Whatever, it was a while ago. So I bet it mostly just liked fanfic. Interesting. You'd think they would have programmed you with cultural stereotypes. Huh? Oh, right. You're a robot. You wonder how a robot is supposed to act. You sit up straighter and think about circuit boards. Mallek messes around some more on his computer and frowns. Then he frowns some more. Then he reaches down and picks up one of the thick purple wires from the mess on the ground. He pauses. Apparently he isn't sure where to stick it. He glances down and you cross your legs before you pull up your dress and start searching for external ports, because nope, not happening, dude. You don't have any network connections, so I got to use an Ethernet. Don't be lame. You aren't trying to be lame. You just don't want things in orifices. Eventually you compromise and let him stick it under your armpit, like you're a baby having your temperature taken. You watch him tap away at his screen, marveling at the ludicrous choices you made in your life that have led you to a troll sticking a wire under your armpit because he can't find your Wi-Fi signal. You sit there as his brow furrows further and his frown gets more pronounced. His annoyance bounces him out of his laid-back, cool guy attitude. A blinking purple light flashes on his piercings. Fuck, maybe my tech isn't compatible. One of the wires is coming toward you, and for a second you think you finally found a piece of technology that is actually alive. But then you see a little flicker of movement at the end of it and realize that it's a white snake with beady, intelligent eyes. Ah, a Lussus. Oh, don't be scared. He won't hurt you. He's just checking everything out. Oh, of course not. Why would you be afraid of a giant snake winding up your legs? Everybody is really about your legs. You need to get a pair of pants. Is the snake checking you for artificial parts? Are snakes particularly sensitive to technology? Is it because they're long? Weird. This equals a radical situation. I have no idea what to make of you, dude. Ugh. You feel like such a dickhead. Can you really continue to live this lie? You brace yourself. In your experience, dealing with the fallout of your deceptions is never pleasant. You expect him to throw you out, or at least get a snake to the face. Instead, Mallek just sags back into his desk chair, which settles with a depressed little squeal. He takes his glasses off and drops them onto his desk, palming at his eyes. It strikes you how exhausted he looks. You thought the dark smudges were eyeliner, but they might be eyeliner and despair. You wonder if now's the time to start apologizing. You're getting really good at apologies. Oh, it's chill. I was the one who grabbed you off the street. You were probably scared of what I'd do to you. You weren't what I hoped you were. Well, more like you were worried about the friendship opportunity that would swirl down the drain, but yeah, okay. You were also a little scared. You still are. It's a total, body-encompassing ambient fear that is always buzzing in the background of everything you do on Alternia. So subliminal that sometimes you wonder if it's the total opposite, the complete absence of fear. That equals deep, man. In retrospect, it equals pretty fucking stupid to assume a robot is going to solve my problems. Very true. In your limited experience, more robots, more problems. Yeah, it was just something new, you know? Something I haven't tried yet. What is it exactly that's trying so hard to do? He seems to be pretty well off with hacking drones and shit like that. Mallek laughs. Yeah, hacking drones? That equals all just bullshit. His lustrous curls around his ankle affectionately. He gives him a little nudge. His palm husk rings and he pulls it out of his pocket and just looks at it for a couple seconds. I can't deal with this right now. Come on. He heads down to the lower floor, waiting at the bottom of the steps to see if you are following. You are, albeit nervously. You are having a hard time reading Mallek. Maybe it's all the Pearsons. It gets worse when he calls the elevator and then stands back. After you. You expect swinging blades to come at you, but they don't. You expect Mallek to attack, but he doesn't. Just slumps moodily against the elevator wall and closes his eyes. His palm husk reads again, and his jaw tenses. The elevator goes past the lobby, then it goes past the basement, and the sub-basement. Fuck, what's the sub of a sub-basement? Dude, what? The sub-basement is just a square, dungeon-like space. Dampness trickling down the walls. Your stomach crumbles, and your heart bounces up into your throat. Oh no. Is this Mallek's cerulean murder dungeon? A phantom pain presses against your ribs and arm. But Mallek just leads through a gap in the wall that you initially took for a shadow. It opens into a tunnel with rough stone walls and dirt-covered floor. It's clearly man-made. Or troll-made. The air grows damper, and the sound of rushing water gets closer and closer. You emerge from the tunnel and find yourself on the bank of a wide, underground river. Mallek sits down on the edge of the overlook. Sit down. Sorry, this equals not as comfortable as the loft. Oh man, Mallek brought you to his special place. I don't know if I'd call it special, but it equals a place I come a lot. You sit down next to him. You get how this can be pretty zen, just watch the dark water flow by. The walls glow with an eerie bioluminescence, digging craters underneath Mallek's tired eyes. Also, he pulls his phone out and shows you the screen. No husk signal. This equals the only place I can really unplug. Kinda relaxing, you know? Oh yeah. You imagine the demands of being an information specialist could really put a dent in your chill. Yeah. You sit there with a rock digging into your ass and allow yourself to appreciate just how deep this gesture of trust really is. Even after you lied to him, he wants to tell you his life story. Fuck, you love life stories. You ask him exactly what he wants with your not-existent robot laurels. He said something about reprogramming drones, didn't he? Could he be part of the Resistance? What? Oh, you mean all that low-blood right stuff. Nah, what equals even the point? That's a great way to get cold. But he helped Diamond and that other little guy. Yeah, but they're cool, and I was paying them for services rendered, roughing you up. He nudges you with his elbow. So far, all I've been able to do equals reroute delivery drones. Just some weak sauce shit like that. That equals a pretty pathetic way to fuck up the system. You aren't sure you get what he's about. Why care about fucking up the system if you don't want revolution? I guess I wouldn't mind a revolution. Alternia equals alright. Well, for me, it equals alright. Not for everybody. I'm not so fucking myopic to think I don't have it better than a lot of trolls. And I'm not one of those bulge biters who wank off about the sanctity of the blood and how low bloods deserve what they get. They don't. It blows. I don't blame them for feeling bad or whatever. I just got to worry about myself. That equals all I got energy for. Well, he does seem to be doing pretty okay. Like, he has that sweet pad. Ah, right. Yeah. For half a sweet, maybe. Then it equals all gone. Everything I worked for. And I'm up in motherfucking space. Right. The Space War. Sounds like a huge drag. Yeah, dude. He tosses a rock into the dark water below. But that equals the plan, right? If I own the drones, I own the whole system. I own the heiress. That I'll be playing my game, with my rules. His eyes glint in the semi-darkness, and so does the little hint of Fane when he smiles. His piercings light up like tiny points of fire. You tell him that sure sounds like revolution talk to you. Also, possibly, villain talk. He grins like you're flattering him. Right, but I'm a sweeps away from that. And other hackers won't... I work alone. I'm not a fucking psionic, I can't use mind honey. It won't kill me the way it would a Rusty, but I definitely get the runs. I don't have sweeps, I have months, maybe pedigrees. You ask him if he thinks things are gonna be really bad for him up there in space. Like I said, not a psychic, so no one equals gonna turn me into a battery. Calling me a fucking soldier or a spy. What about his hacker skills? Oh yeah, check out all my illegal activities. Please give me a good assignment. Hell no. Yeah, he couldn't really put that on his resume. If I was a high blood, I could get away with it, probably. Well, I'm gonna think it was cute if I was a low blood. But mid-cast equals like... no way. Fuck, there's gotta be something. He pulls out his palm husk and starts frantically tapping away. Wait, you thought he didn't have any signal down here? Yeah, but I got a Wi-Fi hotspot. What am I, some kind of fucking Luddite? He gestures to one of his earrings. You aren't sure if he means his jewelry is the Wi-Fi hotspot, or if that's a troll gesture for you are an idiot. Hey buddy, you said you were gonna unplug. That's important to your mental health, isn't it? Getting off the internet once in a while? You can't really speak for yourself since you've only very recently become an internet celeb. Mallek waves you away. You make a grab for his palm husk. You aren't honestly sure why. Maybe you're trying to be flirty or playful or some shit, because everybody knows there's nothing more flirty and playful than stealing people's stuff. Bitches love that. You manage to snatch it away, but your floppy fingers fumble and you lose your grip. Mallek's phone sails over the edge of the bank and into the dark waters below. That splash is the sound of your doom. Mallek stares at the water, then he stares at you. His mouth moves soundlessly. You threw my tech in the water. Mallek puts a hand on your shoulder. Somehow, against all impossible odds, he's still gonna be chill. Wow, what a guy. You hit the water before you know what's happening. It isn't freezing, but it sure as hell isn't balmy either. The current grabs you and tugs you under. Your knees and elbows scrape rocks and your dress tangles around your legs and makes it hard to kick back toward the surface. The water is so dark, you don't even know where the surface is. Just when you're making peace with the fact that your grave is going to be a watery one, something grabs you from behind and hauls you upward. You gasp down air, choking in more water than anything else. Two strong hands push you up onto the bank, then begin smacking you on the back. You don't think it'll help you cough up any water, but you do think it's gonna bruise. My bad, dude. That was reflex. You threw my shit in the water, so I threw yours. Are you okay? You hack up one more gasp of water and give Mallek a thumbs up. He's as wet as you are, hair slicked back off his forehead, and makes his eyes look huge and impossibly blue. He jumped in to save your clumsy ass. His shirt is gone, and hey, now you know the location of two more of his piercings. You apologize for grabbing his phone. In retrospect, you should not have tried to be cute at the edge of a river. Yeah, you don't have to try. Fuck. Mallek flushes. Right now, we just look like a drowned squeak beast. Sorry I fucked up your rumpus robe. I'll lend you something. Cool. You're kind of over this dress anyway. Hey, Mallek twists his claws together. You aren't gonna tell people what I said earlier. I'm not afraid to go off planet. I just... you know. This time, you do know. You tell him his secret is safe with him, and if he finds any actual robots in travels, you'll send them his way. Thanks. Here. He helps you to your feet. Damn, it's cold down here. I'll get you something when we get back upstairs. As long as you don't mind wearing my sign. You can't think of anything you'd like more, honestly.